Hello everyone. Welcome to this webinar. I'm Park Sisoo, a Seoul correspondent for Space News, and in this webinar was organized by Asia Pacific Satellite Communication Council, or widely known as APSCC. In this webinar, we will have three up and coming space startup here in South Korea, especially in the field of satellite. And so I think as a view, this company will present their business and their services or product they are providing or ready to provide to global clients. And I think you will be able to see what's happening here in Korea, especially in the field of satellite, and particularly the three companies they are presenting their business to viewers around the world. So I hope you enjoy today's webinar. Today we have three satellite startup here in Korea. First one is SIA. It's satellite data analysis company basically, and we also have a Dabeeo, is also another satellite database company. And the third and last one is Naraspace Technology, which manufactures satellite, nano satellite, and also it also provides the satellite data analysis services. So each of we have representative of these three companies, and each company will be given a 15 minutes for their presentation, and then after that we will have a Q&A session that will last about for 15 minutes. So let's begin with the first presenter, Jeon Tae-gyun, CEO of SIA. Mr. John, stage is yours. Please begin.
Hello, this is Tae-gyun Jeon. I'm CEO and founder of SI Analytics. I thank all members who contribute for running successful APSCC event and providing opportunity to shine our company to this meaningful community. I will introduce our company, share our mission, and what value we are aiming to provide to the market we all have the same interest in. I'm glad to be here today because we share one great common interest and passion, the Earth. We are all trying to find problems and answers to understand the Earth. So naturally, we will have distinct perspective toward finding problems and solutions. Many international reports show nearly 3,000 Earth observation satellites are set to be launched in the next decade. Can you imagine how much data will be generated from them? Yes, it is really massive. But would those data be sufficient or overwhelming to understand the Earth? Data will help us find problems, but companies like the SI Analytics and their participants who are watching these sessions will be at the front end to pioneer finding solutions together. With the background, our company's mission is quite simple and challenging. We are aiming to be enabler for every organizations and professional to find the value of the Earth observation data analysis so that they can make better decisions on either three things. First, to grow our customers' business. Second, to find optimizations and cost reduction point of their current process. Third, support our customers to find the new value in the own targets. SI Analytics was founded in 2018. Our mission is achievable through AI and deep learning technology. Luckily, we had two successful Series A and Series B funding round. And with that investment, we can achieve and acquire very high-level human talent and AI infrastructures. Most of 80% of our members are related to the machine learning and deep learning developers from the various fields. And our AI infra has capability to analyze 1.2 million square kilometer daily. From the COVID-19, we had very struggling and hard time for the developing technology and the business. And we were limited in getting in contact with the global customer, and we took this chance as an opportunity to focus on developing our AI technology capability. But how can we know our technical development level? So we utilized the top-tier AI conference to qualify our AI and deep learning technology level, and we were able to gain very meaningful achievements. It is meaningful because it is a proof for customers who are working with us will have access to the world top-tier technologies for the finding solution together. Let's move on to Earth observation data and AI. We use these data to apply our analytic solutions, and through trial and error, we found that depending on the resolution, and each data has the distinctive characters and the capability of what can be analyzed. And let me share what we do with this data. Recent year market gave us the wrong perspective about the AI and deep learning. What AI, especially deep learning, does well is they conduct these functions: counting, detecting, segmentations, and classifications. And these all functions should be extremely depend on how they are trained. And logically, by accumulation of these results, change detections and pattern detection can be analyzed. But how these functions can be applied to the right market for what purpose? That is the journey we are taking right now. In the previous slide, I mentioned we got almost 3,000 satellites will be launched in the next decade. Their main purpose are very simple: to provide the better quality data and with the very shorter revision time. We focused on how we can provide the value to the satellite operators. The market demands for the high quality data, meaning the higher resolution data, is growing sustainability. Pain point in these higher resolution data are still accepted above the affordable level in price. Thus, we developed enhancing resolution in clarity, sharpness, and one more zoom level from the native resolution data. Now, our super enhancement product is on service and will be launched for every satellite operator and organization with Earth observation data can utilize at the second half of this year. This slide shows the enhanced sample from the PlanetScope from the 3-meter resolution and enhanced down to 1-meter resolutions. And you can see the much more detail of each object. And the next sample is the enhanced case from the World of 2 from the Maxar, and native resolution is 0.3 meters and up to enhanced the 0.15 meters. This slide also shows the enhanced result from the World of 3. Our AI analytic capabilities were recognized in the market, and we are accelerating collaborations with the world top-tier satellite operators and AI pioneering companies like the NVIDIA. We are selected as a premier member of the NVIDIA Inception Partners in 2020, and we are the only NVIDIA premier partner in the Asia for the Earth observation analytic domain. As a customers, Korea Defense are our biggest fan, and we are conducting numerous R&D projects with the Republic of the Korean Army organizations. One key collaboration to highlight is the Maxar. Last December, we made the agreement in collaborations to provide value-added analytics to Maxar's state-of-the-art Earth observation data for the customer around the world. Let's move on the use cases from the geospatial AI. While sharing, have you wondered if we are the only one in this market striving to transform the geointelligence with the AI? Actually, market is already shifting toward AI transformations in the geoint domain. And why? We have two main reasons. First, the data generations amount and the speed exceed the human processor time. And there are two intelligence, and it would be a waste to use only one intelligence. From here, I want to correct one misunderstanding. AI will never replace the human expert. Rather, it will enable human analytic capability. One perfect example is invention of the calculator did not extinct the mathematicians, and rather they happen proving past unsolved problem and create new equations. Let me show the defense case. The biggest market for those observation data and analytics is the defense market all around the world. And following video will show how our AI analytics will enable defense market analysts more focused on the interpreting context of the situation with reduction of the time. They can easily capture and check the old object and check the status and finding their already known informations and easily compare between their general informations and satellite captured data and each types of the target and information and measure the object, the specification, such like the width and the heights. Next example is the maritime monitoring. Illegal fishing is the global threat, and we need to find solutions to combat with them. It is estimated to up to 1 in every 5 fish caught around the world is obtained through the IUU fishing, representing about 20 billion annual loss for the legal fishing industry. We have developed the SAR imagery ship detection model, and I welcome to partners who are analyze the AI signals in this community for the collaborations. And we also on the research whether the gap between the USDA's predicted quantities and the ground truth production's volume can be narrowed to predict the fluctuations in the grain market price the more stably. Planting is the process of the establishing crops in the soil, and while harvesting is the process of the gathering mature crops for use. The predicting of the harvest can be affected by the various factors such as the weather, pest, and disease. By analyzing the satellite imagery of the farmland, experts can gather information about the health of the growth of the crops. And this is the case of the interesting from our members. One of our co-founders recently purchased the Tesla Model 3, and he was curious when it can be delivered to him, since he had waiting numbers and he wanted to know the average production speed of the Tesla by checking the parking lot of the export in their Pier 18 in the San Francisco. And he checked the image and developed car counting model, and technical level is production level. Do you think we can make a lot of money with this? No, this is the model was not launched as a service, since all automotive manufacturers release the quarterly production reports. Let's move on to natural disaster. One of the most devaluated satellite data is the meteorological satellite data. They provide most valuable information to understand how significant natural disasters are formed, impacts, and damage. We are developing AI models and measure and precipitate based on the weather image informations and predicts the formation and the future movement of the typhoon. This case study is about typhoon in October 2022. Our current analysis shows the interpolated result generated in the cloud movement between the real observations to show cloud envelopment with more frequent time. This slide shows the building damage assessment. In terms of the disaster risk management, bringing efficiency across the response and the recovery effort is the crucial as mitigating the risk. This particular case occurs in the Illinois region in November 2013, which caused the property damage worth the $1.6 billion and the result in the about 200 casualties. We have compared both pre and post imagery of the tornado event and applying building damage assessment analytics. We are carefully assessing possibility to provide these analytic solutions to the National Disaster Control Administrations and insurance institutions in the Southeast Asia. Global warming is the great threat to humanity. It is not conspiracy. To prevent global warming, we are developing a greenhouse gas detecting model from the satellite data. And we have succeeded in developing CO2 detect model and plan to expand to the methane and ozone. Compared to carbon ground observation in Paris, France, and Australia, Japan, and the United States, we have identified the problem of the under-calculating physics-based calculation method. And what you see in this result of the applying the AI model, we developed to the Paris, France, and analyzed the carbon dioxide output. Let me show our product for the data analytic and the solutions. We can provide the various user with operating system level analytic platform. Our own platform allows us to analyze an area of the 1.2 million square kilometer every day, and it can dynamically scale up through the connection with the cloud services. And it is a service in the North America and Asia. Even if the customer don't go through the huge infrastructure, the simple task now available through our web service to meet the GeoAI path. And user easily can check the various cases described in the previous slide, and the service is planned to launch in this April. Please shows a lot of interest. Recently, our mother company, the SATRAC Initiative, has the large Korean defense and aero company, Hanwha, established the Space Hub Consortium. SI Analytics is the one of key players in the Space Hub Consortium taking in charge of the data analytics. In next year, the SATRAC Initiative will be launched commercial Earth observation satellite, which name is Space IT, with the resolution of the 0.3 meter electro-optical satellite, with more access to data and advanced of our AI-powered technology. We hope to continuously provide the great value to this community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. CEO John, for your presentation. Before moving to the next presentation, this is a question just out of curiosity. You explained the services you provide to the customer. My question is there any website or that ordinary people can experience the services you provide free of charge? Because just curiosity, because I just feel that I want to I just try and want to see how things unfold, how things happen in that system. So just yeah.
For our systems?
Yeah, I mean that just any demonstration services that ordinary people can use, experience free of charge.
Basically, we have some trial period for the every user, and we can get the various types of the feedback and how they can utilize and what is the value from our product. And in the pre-trial period, the user can access
point open to everybody?
Yeah.
Is it open to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So could you share the website that could you share the website with you, the people can use to get access to this?
Yeah, and our domain is very simple, the ovision.ai, and every listener in this session can go backside into the video, and I will share the URL here.
Okay, great. Because I just felt that I want to experience the services. Yeah. Okay, thank you. And next speaker, Park Ju-hoon, CEO of Dabeeo.
All right. Okay. So hello, I'm Sisoo Park, the CEO of Dabeeo. I'd like to say it's a really great honor for me here today, actually. Let me start by saying that Dabeeo is a company and the reading and interpreting theirs. I hope my presentation helps you better understand how Dabeeo gets insight into the planets. Dabeeo is very actively using the digital geospatial data and the intelligence data to analyze the Earth. And also we are creating digital geospatial data using Dabeeo artificial intelligence. Now we have built our core technologies over 7 years within 80 employees, more than 80 employees for digital Earth project. Almost over 60% of employees are AI researchers and native developers, which means Dabeeo is a very tech-centric startups. We are reading the Earth through the various satellite imagery and aerial photograph. Actually, that also observation analytics services is being used in various fields, such as environment monitoring, resource management, disaster management, defense, security, some other urban monitorings. This Earth observation market is continuously growing, and it is expected to further develop with new satellite launch and advancements in data analysis technologies. But it has very critical problem at this moment. In order to successfully, the analysis the Earth, we need digital geospatial data. So geospatial data is necessary a very labor-intensive process to draw and to digitize 100 billion, objects of the Earth. There are lots of various, different type of objects in surface of Earth. It needs this repetitive and labor-intensive approach to creating the entire planet. Is absolutely impossible. So we have transformed this process to automatically work to reduce and squeeze human manual work, and as a result, Dabeeo can maximize the production efficiency by automating data digitization process, especially using the artificial intelligence. Though actually we have built up the 5 core technology as follows, and the super resolutions, object detection, instance segmentation, 3D reconstructions, and change detections. These 5 technologies are indirectly integrate and bring perfect and the flawless results. It is on super resolution technology to overcome the limitation of raw resolution from the satellite imagery. We are recently improved up to 4 times in its resolution, and it brings at at least I think 5 to 7% of higher accuracy for segmentation and object detections. It's working very effectively at different resolutions, so 50 centimeters, 70 centimeters, 1.5, and also 25 centimeter base of aerial graph. It effectively works and it brings more clear results. Based on this super resolution process imagery, we treat and make the segmentation technology to create specific, building mask, some area mask data, and the road and forest, and also we detect some part of, a deforested area and the river area size changes. It can be also used for some, Earth observation sector like urban monitoring and the deforestation and forest monitoring and defense and national security. Also, we applied so many different area in worldwide level is to overcome some kind of domain limitation. So we tested the very dense area and the different image types from EO to the monochrome imagery, and we can deliver a building mask is very quality equivalent to those products by human manual work. And also we applied this our technology to the so different domains like Middle East and Africa areas. It's so amazing result we can give our customers. Not only the segmentation, also we all mask data, so we also analyze detecting various dynamic objects based on the so different type of imagery from our customer, the EO, SAR, some others data sets. And once we, making some, flat mask data, also we have developed in the 3D reconstruction technology to create a more sophisticated digitals. It has been applied to multiple business area very effectively, and the digital twins and a metaverse and air mobility service and the simulation service, some kind of climate change effective analyze services. So we just using the NDS and the multiple overlap images. That's it. We don't use some other high quality data. We just using the several imagery. We bring some. We deliver that LOD2 level, the digital 3D data to the customers. And we can make the separate the polygon and the 3D data from the imageries. As you see, this is our current levels. Then we are also developed and applied that our change detection to the technology. Actually, this is the beginning and the end of the process. It helps to continuously update and quickly discover where changes area of the Earth. You know that the Earth has changed the area of 10 to 20% area has changed. Just we detect that area and we update that 10 to 20%. So we can save 80% of area we don't need to update and we don't need to detect the part. So we are using to get more efficient process. Oh, sorry. to get more, precise detection, we have several and pre and post processing technologies. Actually we need the AI is not actually that's not the perfect yet. So we make it combine the process. So one of our pre-processing I'd like to introduce. This is the True supporter. As you compare that some other commercial level of data, so the blue layout is very clearly show that the edge of the building, and as you see the result, if you apply this true supporter processing, as you see that the left side, the before the processing of true supporter, the change detection, it is lower quality. And after process of true supporter, we can get very high precise data and the accuracy we can bring to the customers. So we are creating now that the entire digital earth by combining those 5 core technologies. Not only read and analyze the earth, but also beyond the predict the future, will give the right answer to make a better human life and a better planet. That brings us the end of the presentation. I would like to conclude by saying that we are not waiting for future, but creating it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Park, for your presentation. Before moving to the next speaker, just the issue that caught my attention from your presentation was just the imagery that formed in 3D format. This is something that I didn't see from the presentation of your previous presenters. So I wonder the 3D imagery. What is the biggest advantage your customer can get from that 3D imagery? What is the biggest advantage, merit?
No, actually, that the 3D data is it can apply to so many different area, but one that is significant, the good thing is that for the customer that it's a realistic world. It can reflect the virtual world. It means that it can make the digital twin data for the cover by the entire world. So everybody can make simulations, and based on the realistic database, they can make simulations and they can predict, they can get the right decision based on the digital data.
Okay, I see. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Park from the Dabeeo, and the third and last presenter for today's webinar is Park Jae-pil, CEO of Naraspace Technology.
Thank you, Mr. Park, and thank you for having me. And we are Naraspace. We are providing two big parts for the space sector, and one is the satellite manufacturing under the 50-kilogram satellite, and the other one is the satellite big data and value-added service. So we are now providing end-to-end satellite manufacturing service for nanosatellite and microsatellite. And we also servicing satellite big data, value-added service, and solutions. Naraspace founded in 2015, and we finished successfully closed Pre-A and Series A fundraising, and the total raised fund is $11 million. And Nara participated many space-grade CubeSat mission as a mission designer or the system manufacturer and subsystem manufacturer. And these are 14 university or commercial missions what we participated before. I want to introduce the recent space mission what we successfully finished. That is a video camera system for PVSat. and Nara developed a video camera system for capturing the moment of CubeSat deployment from the PVSat. And these are the video clip of the moment satellite deployment, and there were 4 times deployment in space, and our system successfully captured all the moments. And the system also, same system also loaded Yonsei University's CubeSat, and it works well until now. So finally, our video system and image data handling system fully verified in the orbit environment. We also manufacturing the deep space system like LSMAG, and it will be loaded NASA's CLIPS mission's lunar lander. And it also successfully finished the ground test, and it will be launched in 2024. And this is the final goal of Naraspace, and we want to build a space infrastructure for real-time Earth monitoring data system with a nanosatellite. And for that, this is the video clip for Observer 1 assembly, and we can manufacture 1 satellite bus system in a day with 5 persons. And you can see the avionics of our satellite, and this is the payload part, and they assembling now APSCC part, and attach the shear panels and antenna for communication, and receive the GPS data. And next, I want to introduce our satellite mission, and the first mission is Observer 1 mission, and it has microwave size and high spatial resolution for CubeSat level, and it has RGB near IR and 3 red edges band. And this is the configuration of Observer 1, and it will be launched in this October with SpaceX Falcon 9, and the second satellite, Observer 1B, will be launched in April of 2024. And the second, our mission is Busan-SAT, and it contains very special payload, and it calls PORCAM, and it is very sensitive with aerosol, to detect aerosol, so it can easily obtain fine dust data or very thin water particle in the air. So PORCAM is the modified version of Lunar Creator Camera by Korea Astronomy and Space Science Institute. And this is the full configuration of Busan-SAT, and it has 12 unit size, a little bit smaller than an observer system, and the same interior parts of observer's platform. And this is the final configuration of Busan-SAT, and it will be shipped to NASA Langley in this year, and it will be launched Q4 of the next year. We also servicing satellite data service, and I want to introduce one of our solution. And we provide in-house super resolution solution for 3 to 4 times higher than the original image. And this is result of CubeSatellite level super resolution, and this is an image before using the super resolution. And this is the after image which applied super resolution solution. And this is the another examples. And you can check the detail of the image getting clear. This is not the only to get clear image, but also it can improve object detection accuracy for neural networks. And you can check the various neural networks can tell the shape which they cannot tell before. they apply the superposition technique. And these are another examples, and it can improve the detection rate about 20%. And these are the results of a ship detection of various ports, and you can check or ship clearly detected by our solution by using super resolution and object detection technique. And these are the results of another ports. The final servicing forms are the report format like this, and this is the example of a global top 30 ports daily ship monitoring reports. And our service not only for the experts of satellite data analysts, but also to common data customer like finance sector or city managing or real estate. Finally, we want to operating 100 satellite at least in 5 years, and we hope to find collaborate partner for global real-time monitoring with satellite constellation. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Sisoo Park JPL, for your presentation. And let's move on to the Q&A session. Please turn on the presenter, Mr. John and Park, and please turn on your camera. And this we will have a Q&A session that will have that will last for about 15 minutes. Let's begin. And this is a question for all of you. Let's begin with please answer. I want to get an answer from the SIA and then Dabeeo and Naraspace. All you are now want to enter go overseas, right? Because basically this webinar is to let your company know outside Korea. So my question is, what is your target market outside Korea, and what segments specifically? I mean, it can be a financial market, it can be military market, and anyway, what segment you are aiming at outside Korea specifically, and then why you want to go outside? Yeah, please begin with the SIA.
Yeah, it's great and very important questions. And our company's goal is to contribute and share our value to basically Asian Pacific satellite market, so that we can provide our analytic value to APAC region countries. And recently, our business member had the multiple business trip and discussed with the Asian countries. And we checked each country's need and the pain point where our company can find the solutions. I can summarize their major pain points with 4 things. And the first one is the limitations on the natural disaster response readiness. And the second one is the collection of the real-time meteorological data and accurately analyzing for the specific industry. And third one is the measuring the greenhouse gases. And the last one is the limitation of the combat strategy for the illegal undefined the fishing vessels. And now we carefully crafting to launch the public service to accommodate the majority of the pain points in the near future, no later than the next year.
Okay, Mr. Park from Dabeeo.
Yeah, actually that we are targeting now. Actually, we are rapidly expanding its business into the Southeast Asia, and so mainly we are primary target is the Southeast East Asia, and the Middle East and Africa is our secondary market. And then also mostly that our customer wants to have our digital maps data, not the algorithm. They want to have cheapest and very efficient way of creating digital maps. So they want to buy their very high accurate data. So we provide our digital maps using our artificial intelligence. So the sector is a digital maps. It's then based on our geospatial data. We also step in the nature monitoring and the national defense and surveillance part as well.
Okay. And then Mr. Park Jae-pil from Naraspace.
Yes, now we are very focusing for the environment monitoring sector because our first satellite Observer 1 has 7 multi-spectral band, and it has a near IR and 3 radar band, and the satellite can detect the biomass and or the several environment index directly. So, and we have also to analyze the environmental changes we have many solutions for the environmental monitoring solutions. So we are targeting global carbon credit market and climate change finance fund.
Okay. Actually, this is a question that came into my mind after watching the presentation, the overview presentation you provided just before. And I think if you may know, all of you are now the primarily the overseas market you're aiming at is Asia, right? And you may know there is a long list of companies that outside Korea. There is also a long list of companies that companies that are moving to provide similar services in the region, Asia Pacific. So my question and then is with the competition intensifying, and there I think a technological gap and competitive technological gap will be narrowed eventually, because all of them are trying to improve their services, and they are trying to provide services based on more high resolution imagery or something like that. So what will be a winning recipe in this segment? I mean, in this segment means that they satellite analysis services, satellite imagery, satellite analysis services. What will be a winning recipe in the long run? Because now in the beginning stage of the market, and each of you are providing your services with the distinctive characteristics. But eventually, I believe there will be quite the level of quality or service will be quite similar, because raw data will get better, and technology they are applied to your service would get better. Then eventually one day the services will be quite similar, I believe. So in this, if my assumption is correct, what will be a winning recipe in this segment eventually in the long run?
Yeah, it is really quite important and really hard to answer right now. And basically, the satellite image analytics is based on the Earth observations, and the Earth observation is already built market worldwide, and they already capture and tasking the worldwide and get the satellite imagery data by their eyes or their PC, whatever the material. But at that point, we have to define the role of the AI and the technology. What can be solve the problem of the customer, and how we can define the customer's problems first. And at that point, we naturally prove ourselves and our competitive for the other company, and how we can solve the customer needs. And basically, the customer has the lack of the satellite data, and every day they want to the highest resolutions, but the lack of the highest satellite operators. So they have to choose the much less resolution, and they have to solve their own missions. At that point, every company in this session provide and trying to applying the resolution enhancement problem. I think this is really important. We have to provide enhanced data for our customer. I think this is a common point for us. And the next thing is to enhance and accelerating their mission requirement. And with the increasing number of the satellite, they have to see and watch the much more data by their daily task force. And then we have to accelerating and efficient and more accurate AI technology will be the winning recipe and the long-term strategy for our company, and the other company will be also the same situations.
So do you think it's AI, artificial intelligence, will play a bigger role in defining the winning recipe in this field, right?
Yeah,
AI.
sure. Yeah.
Rather than just the raw file, raw satellite imagery, rather than AI will play a bigger role.
AI technology should be depends on the data of the satellite, and they have to make the balance, the data volume and data quality, and AI technology is the capability and all the infrastructure and the system level of the production based on the AI capability is really important. So to make the balance of the data and the price and AI technology and the product level of the AI is really important. Yeah.
Okay. Any other thought from two other speakers?
Actually, I have some different point of view about the AI, how AI helps the business to each AI companies. Simply I can say, actually, this is very clear that the AI generated data is a customer, they can buy it or not. Everybody is, all the AI company, they are saying, oh, we have very good AI technology. So we've been developing the AI since 2016, but recently we just selling the data. This is current status. The AI generated data is not perfect. So, but our customer, they want to have same equivalent level of someone who makes by human manure. It should be, better than the human manure's works. So if AI company or some AI, or some observation-based AI company, if we reached out the level of the human manure's outputs, it can be perfectly, the selling and make the perfect business. So our case is Dabeeo is now making some automation process instead of human manual works. This is our strong point that we are already reaching that human manual works level of data we can generate by AI. But not only AI in itself, we also put it in more complicated pre and the post processing process to make perfect the data set, and we are to make the customer level of perspective to meet their perspective. We making some different algorithm we put it in the one process.
Okay.
This is the simple that whether we can make the same level of human made work the data. If yes, we can sell.
Okay. This is for this is question for Dabeeo and Naraspace. You are the only company out of the three speakers that Nara is the only company that also produce in the satellite and also provide the data analysis services. Regarding the competitiveness, does having on capacity to produce satellite would put your company in a better position compared to the other rival companies? Do you think is that having the capacity would put your company in a better position in terms of a competition? for data analysis?
Yes. I think the AI technique is really important, but it is not easy, but easier to catch up and other competitive to our level. But I think the most important thing in finally, I think the raw data is very, very important part, and it can tell the first group and the second group. I think our companies want to build the whole value chain for the Earth observation service, from the satellite constellation mission design to satellite database and user service. It makes to minimize cost and times, and we can serve our solution with the more reasonable cost and time. And we also customize our solution to customizers' needs. Customers did not tell the detail about the service, like this. We want this data. We want this data. No, just said, oh, I want this data and this time gap. Just bring to me. So the most important thing is the customizing and optimize the service. So if we have a raw data, we can handle that. But we don't have raw data, it is very hard to handle that.
Do you agree with that, with this idea, the Mr. John? Because I know the SIA is a subsidiary of a SATRAC initiative, which is a larger satellite manufacturer that is also producing, you know, the high resolution satellite with the 30 centimeters resolution. I think it's do you agree with this idea, having the having the capacity to own data, satellite data? Would you would give a boost to the data analysis capacity?
Basically, if we have owned the very high resolution satellite and operating on our company, and it is really important to capture the right time and right area. What we have to prove our capability with AI, and it's better to we on no satellite on our hands, and basically, yeah.
So it's better to have a satellite than have nothing, right?
Yeah, sure. It is helpful to prove our capability, but it takes too much time, and the risk of the manufacturing and operating by ourselves is really hard to operating. And to make the AI model and the software is really different to the physical satellite and operating there. Yeah, it is really important and really hard to operating by ourselves.
Then it will be a challenge to Dabeeo, because Dabeeo has a very, I know that you have an excellent AI system and AI analysis system, but you don't have a satellite, right? And then what will be a solution to overcome the increasing kind of challenges and competition in this market? What will be a solution?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So I actually I got the same questions so many times. But the thing is this is it's a different starting point. We are very, over the years we have, developed AI. It's very optimized for several brands, so different type of cameras. So all the different brand has different features. So we are targeting very optimized each camera, each satellite imagery based. And it has so different level of resolution, and it covers so big area of different domain. So we put a lot of research to make the optimized AI for each brand of satellites. So it means that we have very strong at the very optimized that brand. And so now we are expanding to the other satellites company. So we can be a partner to all the different satellite imagery supplies. We also partner as partners of SI, and we have very good imagery data from SIIS, and also we partner Maxar, ISI, Planets, and the Airbus, and so we are utilizing and optimizing all different imagery. This is our strong point, but at the end, nobody knows we can buy satellites,
Sure.
and we can have big, birds with the satellite manufacturer, and we can be bigger than some others. Yeah.
Probably from Naraspace.
Yeah, of course. Dabeeo will be our
Your
future
customer.
Yeah,
That's all right.
always welcome.
Okay. This will be the last question for today because no idea how much time we have for now, but we have used lots of time, and this will be the final question. All of you said you are trying to go overseas, and could you give us some specific timeline that when you are taking the first step to go overseas, and then what countries, and yeah, could you tell me that this timeline of going overseas, and what country will be the first country that you will go into, and what services, and to which segment? Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot reveal all the detail of our timeline, but the selling for the overseas countries already start, and they already adapt our solutions. And I cannot list all the countries in these sessions, but basically the defense and intelligence segment and environment community and worldwide financing entity. Yeah, those kind of the entities are our customers.
So what countries you are already in? What countries?
We cannot reveal, sorry.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Is it business secret?
Yeah, business. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Then yeah. Who's next?
Yeah, actually, we already have a place late. So Indonesia project, we are going to have it. It's almost done. So we're gonna do a practical commercial business in the Indonesia, and it will be like for 5 years. It will be they will use our AI and to produce the whole area of digital maps. And some others, Malaysia and the nature monitoring part already via practical testing is done. So we will do. Some other cases, the Middle East area, they also want to have network, road network data for their country is geospatial data. So some kind of things this year will be make realized and commercialized this year.
So the Indonesia and Malaysia, your deals are in the making, and probably the other country to come for your business deal, right?
Yeah, right. So as I told you that we already optimize so different satellite-based AI, so we can just expand, just put our algorithm, and we can get at least the higher level of accuracy data, so we can we can give them some kind of level of commercial data immediately, so we can expand to the other country, to the others. Is easily we can extend.
Sure, thank you. And Mr. Park?
Yeah. Firstly, we are targeting South Korea. We want to make the good and practical use case. The most important thing when we sell our service that was a clear and helpful use case, and then by using this case, we want to expand our service to global, especially the space data service is more effective for large land size country. So we will focus to marketing those country. We just started this year to observe water quality for the Uzbek River. So we will start that point for the global service.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Already that we have over 1 hour has passed since we begin this today's session. And anything you want to speak to the viewers? This is a final the things. If anybody or you have any message you on the comment you want to deliver to our viewers, please do. This was the request from the SIA. I got the 3 questions right before the starting today's webinar. Do you want to answer to the question, Mr. Chun?
Yeah, sure. What is the questions?
Yeah, it was a question I got from the SIA. It was one of the interesting functions from your presentation is the super enhancement service. So question are, how does it provide value to satellite operators, and would your service will make data provider to compete each other, and then how would it help the end customers?
Yeah, value of this technology will be benefited first to the end customer, and it gives the clarity and the sharpness and one more zoom level so that end user can easily utilize the satellite data, which means they can go back to their archive data and reutilize them with the better quality to analyze. So by doing that things, and satellite operators can increase the market size with the more revenue to support their next investment of the new satellite order and launching. And for these competitions, I can say the health competition is always great for this market.
Is it okay? Thank you. And then anybody who want to make a final comment or no? Okay, great job. You all of you are did a great job, and thank you for coming. And this is today. I hope that the viewer would know that there are there's up and coming a very innovative space startup in here in Korea, and with the that is trying to go into overseas market with very innovative services or product. And I hope this webinar would help you understand, know about what's happening in Korea. And okay, thank you so much. And I hope your business will continue to flourish and continue to be, get strong growth in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you so
everyone.
much.